Hi everybody, this is Pam with Jesus Junk Journals, and I'm going to go ahead and bind the Joy Journal today and do some other things. So come along with me and we'll have some fun. Hi everybody, it's Pam with Jesus Junk Journals, and before I get started, I just had to show you guys, I got some happy mail from my sister Pat, and I didn't take a chance the other day and look at it, but I just started looking, and she sent me some awesome fabric. She has got the biggest stash of fabric, but isn't that cute to do a retro journal? Oh, I just love that stuff. She sent me slides, old slides, and this Altoid box, which, oh my goodness, I hadn't even looked in here. Oh, look at all the little stuff. Oh my goodness. I saw this tin and I thought it was just the tin because I know that's a thing. People alter these tins, but it's full of these little bitty labels. Oh, so cute. Yay. Thank you, Pat. And some tickets. Cool. Those are neat. I have some tickets, but they're not cut out like that. They don't look like tickets. They're just plain. So I like these. Those are neat. And she sent me an eyedropper, which I need. Glad she sent me that. Just now seeing that. But just a bunch of, that's another cute retro fabric. She sent me some cork with gold in it. She sent me some more fabric. And I won't go through each piece, but really cool toile. Oh, an old quilt piece. Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. Oh, wow. Maybe I will go through each piece. Green. That's nice. That's some like canvas. Oh, how cute. Like travel stickers. That would be great with I have travel stickers out on Etsy. How cute would that be? That's neat. That would be great for actually the journal that I'm getting ready to do next is the Youth Salvation mini journal, and I need that kind of look for it. So I'm going to hold that out. I'm going to use that right away. Ooh, that's beautiful. This looks like some of the cards in the Joy Journal that we're working on. So and funny, I was just looking for a piece of fabric for that. So I'm going to keep that out and lay these over to the side. Thank you, Pat. Oh, and this, oh, look at this other thing she sent. Let's see. She sent these little bitty envelopes, and they have little, so cute, little cards in them with, this has a photograph of a lady. I'm gonna have to find out how she made those because those are super cute. And I don't know, I guess each one has different pictures in it. A little piece of paper. So each one's different. Those are awesome. I love that number on them, that label on them. So they're all different. And then she sent me these plastic, and I noticed these, and I asked her, like, what are these things? They're spools that you wrap your embroidery thread or yarn on. So they pop out, she said. So I'll have to figure that out. All right, there we go. And pop the little circle out, and there you go. That's cool. Those are nice. All right. All right, I'm going to quit with that. Yay. And I had this tag out on one of the other videos, and I'm going to cut a piece of fabric and sew on the back of it, and I think this would be a nice piece to do that with. So I think I'll just cut a piece the same size and then fray it out maybe. cut a piece a little bit larger than the tag and then fray it out. So let me go do that. I'll sew it and I'll bring it back and show it to you. Okay, so here it is. I stitched it on the machine. So I'm gonna tie the knots. So pull it to this side. You guys, I gotta tell you, my husband and I are watching this series of videos on YouTube. It's from Chuck Missler, Missler. And he's passed away, but he was really popular back in the 80s and 90s. And he has a series called Learn the Bible in 24 Hours. And back in the 90s, I bought this on tape because I thought, wow, I want to learn the Bible in a day. Yeah. Well, what it is, he's a scientist. He's a computer scientist and mathematician and just a really smart guy. And basically it's an overview of the Bible, but it's 24 one-hour sessions. And each one is very intense. And so, yeah, you need to watch like one a day and just kind of think about it. So that's what my husband and I have committed to do. And we're on day 21 right now. And it is amazing. And I don't know about you guys. I've been a Christian for a long time. But I remember when I was a new Christian, I mean, they just kind of throw you in the ocean and like swim. They're like, read your Bible. And you're like, oh my goodness, what's all this Romans and Jews and what? What does this mean? What's the New Testament? What's the Old Testament? So anyway, this overview takes you through the whole Bible just quickly. And it's kind of like the housekeeping. Like if you've been in a meeting where they give you the housekeeping up front, that's kind of what it is. But he gives you a lot of insight and information too while you're going through it. So it's on YouTube. They remastered them so they're clearer because they were made, a while back, but they are definitely worth watching. And we're going to go on and watch some of his other stuff when we're done with this series because he's got one on Revelation that I definitely want to watch. So good. Okay. So I don't know if you guys do this or not or how you do it, but the way I was taught, and I know a lot of sewing machines, you can just double stitch backwards and it makes it so the stitching doesn't come out. But back in the day in home ec, they would have you pull your threads to one side and then tie them in a knot, a double knot. And that's what I'm doing here. So what I did is I just cut this fabric a little bit larger than this. We'll see if this works out. So my intention was to fray it. I don't know about those angled sides, how that's going to work out. But hopefully I can get this thread to come out of these without a whole lot of trouble. Because what I wanted was like the, frayed edges all the way around it. So far the top's really easy. Okay, so here it is. And so it's got this frayed edge around it, and then it's got this cute fabric on the back. And I'll punch a hole and put a ribbon in it when I get ready to put it in the journal. But so that's that tag. And then I was going to show you, I'm going to add a page of my Eco Dye paper, which I'm looking forward to the flowers blooming again so I can make some more. But it is watercolor, thick watercolor paper. And I actually have how-to videos on my YouTube channel if you want to make these. Or if you'd like to just print them out, I have them scanned in. I think I have 3 sets of eco prints out on Etsy that you can just buy if you want to. So anyway, I'm going to incorporate this into one of my signatures. So definitely want a bone folder on this. Okay, and let's see, probably this one will work on. I'm looking to see if it goes with what's on the other side. I think it's fine. Okay, so I'm going to sew my signatures. So get your waxed linen thread, your needle, your awl, something to stab into like a piece of foam. I got this off a package. And I'm going to go through this just in case you've never done it. And it's basically making a figure eight. And so I'm going to run that through my fingernails to flatten it out so that it threads onto this needle. Whoops. And usually it goes right in. And you want 2.5 to 3 times the height of your signature. 2 and 2.5. Let's see. So I'm going to pull a tail out in the needle like a little bit. And then I don't get real carried away when I do this. Mine's pretty like get her done, my technique. So I basically put my pages together the way I want to, make sure they're all pushed down into the fold really good. You don't want any pages that aren't all the way down. And then I put a couple of clips to hold them. And you clip them almost where they're almost shut. Because if you open it up, it changes everything. If you open it flat and clip it, it changes it. And so, clip it. And then I take my awl, take the little protector off the end. And I just eyeball where the center is. And I just poke a hole. And I look, make sure it's where I want it to be. And then I'm going to take that out. And, you know, you can make the thread come on either side, either from the center of the inside of the signature, or you can do it on the back. And I think I'll do it on the back on this one. So I'm going to put the needle in through that hole. It just, the only matter is it shows, it's like when you tie it off at the end, do you want the tie in the inside where it shows or on the outside where it doesn't show? And I've done it both ways. And so I'm just going to do it different this time. Last few times I've done it where it tied on the inside. And then I'm just going to pick a spot a little bit down from the top and poke a hole. Put my needle in that hole. Pull it out. And then the only tricky part of this whole deal is you don't want to snag this. You're going to go in that same hole in the middle, and you do not want to catch that thread that you already have there. So I'm going to pull it down with this hand and poke that needle in the very top of that hole away from that thread as best I can. Hopefully I didn't catch it. We'll find out. No, I didn't. Okay, so then I just take this side, turn it around, do the same thing, fold it almost shut as much as you can. Pick a place a little bit down from the top, poke a hole. Run the thread or run the needle back through that hole. So figure eight. Now you're on this side. And I'm going to pull the thread out, take the needle off. And then pull this really tight so there's no slack. And just tie a double knot, pulling the knot like down to the center. And tie it again. And that's it. Okay, so that one is tied. And now I look through it, right? Sometimes I've done this and found that the pages were upside down. Had to redo it all. No big deal. You just do it again. So there's one. And let's see. Oh, I was also going to show you this. I have this pillow cover that someone gave me, and I thought it would make a super cute cover for this journal, minus the dog hair. So I'm thinking that if I don't get too carried away with my thickness, that I should, I mean, there's enough room. Actually, I mean, there's enough room for that much of a spine before it would be too small. So I think it's going to work. So I kind of hate to mess these little flowers up that are on the corners, but that's the way it goes. So anyway, so that's my plan for the cover. I need to do some work on that, obviously. And so then the other signatures, and you probably don't need to watch me do those actually, so I think I will maybe not do that on this video. And I'll go ahead and do it. And then on the next video, I think I'll go ahead and start finishing up, putting ribbons on things and loading the journal maybe, and so on and so forth. So anyway, that's it for this one. That was just showing you how real quick to sew up a signature if you've never done it, and just some of the other crazy stuff going on. So I hope you liked my video, and click like if you did. Think about subscribing, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.